Welcome back, everyone, after a brief reprieve to Let's Play Yoshi's Island. There's a short break for E3, where we have an adventure to finish, a baby to rescue, and an evil wizard to dispose of. Whatever Yoshi is riding in the icon here sure looks equal parts interesting and dangerous, as you'd expect for World 6. Turned out they're spinning logs, and we have to beware of them, apparently. First of all, hello again, Donut Block Rag, and a hello to a pair of star clouds right from the beginning. Of course, if you don't have eggs for these, you can just pull something from your inventory. Perhaps more eggs. Here we have a spinning log right off the bat. As you can see, while they're spinning, which they do so in intervals, they send you flying in a direction that's not always the most consistent, but is generally more or less accurate to the angle you hit them with and the direction they're spinning in. More importantly, when you go off these spinning logs, they give you a bit of a springboard effect, like if you jumped off an enemy, allowing you to get that super high hover you would from springboarding off an enemy. That is key here, as we'll see later. Here we also have some ravens. Careful. Don't mind if I do. Onward. Very little space to stand on here. Platforming is some of the toughest we've seen yet. That is an understatement. Careful here. Grab this flower, red coin, more moving platforms. Wait for the logs to stop spinning before you touch them. Here, you don't want them to send you flying. Springboard off these paratroopers to get these red coins more easily. There we go. Let's backtrack real fast. This. And here there's some suspicious video game generosity, as some might call it, because, oh god, you saw one, right? The fuzzies are back. And with these super narrow mushroom platforms, you do not want to touch one here if at all possible. Easy does it. Of course, if you do touch one, just watch what you have to deal with. If you thought tripping out was nasty before, imagine doing it with such little ground to stand on. Platforming here is very dangerous. You want to stay high, hover whenever possible, and as soon as you're above a mushroom, ground pound to ensure you'll land safely. Just take it slowly but surely and you'll be okay. Just never give Yoshi a chance to stumble into a pit. Just a little further and he'll start to sober up. Ooh, that was close. Just a little further, and here we are. Okay. That's a bad trip if I've ever seen one. Red coin here from the post. Let's peg this flower down here. Cool bank shot. This crate has some stars in them. Don't expect to get more than, say, half of them. It just ain't gonna happen. Onward, we have another star cloud here. And a middle ring. Much requested, I suppose. So we have more spinning logs here. A trio of them, actually. I'm gonna go in between them here, thread the needle, nab this flower, but actually we want to back up a little. So you know how some of the more traditional Mario games have what's been called a coin heaven? You know, this little section up in the sky where there's a whole bunch of coins to be found, sometimes some 1-ups, sometimes some star coins in the more modern games. Well, did you know Yoshi's Island itself has a coin heaven? Well, you see, if I can do this right here, if I can propel myself up high enough and hover up to the right, we can find a secret area where there is pretty much nothing but coins and the means to get them. You can just, get rich to your heart's content here. We have 2 doors here, and there's a bit of a trick involved in picking the right one to go through. For the first one, it's left. Here we have a bigger Ferris wheel, not quite as many coins, but still all worth picking up. Smiling clouds in the background, Starman theme in the background is, what do you expect, right? You want to go through the right door for this one. More coins, but how do we get those? Why, it's our, sort of friends, the balloons, the Duke Von Zeppelins, the whatever their title would be. Easy does it. They're gonna fall again, more than will show up eventually. They're not always color coordinated, though. I think that's just a coincidence. This time you want to go through the right door again. No coins, but instead we have a whole bunch of fly guys and 1-ups that they're carrying. You can get as many as 7 of them before they run off if you're smart or have good aim. Got I believe 4 of them with that. It's pretty nice. Anyway, left door here is the key. And we have a final section as noted by the single door here. You have just a whole bunch of coins and some crates here. These crates would have stars in them if you needed them, but if you're at a perfect 30, like what you probably have so far if you're this far along, more coins. This is unfortunately the end of the coin heaven, but altogether you can grab, depending on how many stars you have heading into this place, a total of anywhere from 217 to 235 coins and up to 7 extra lives. And so this coin heaven slowly sends us down this, I guess this is the reject chute. You end up in here if you take the wrong door at any point as well. We have some chomp rocks, lava drop, and that's that spinning log the flower was under. So we've come full circle more or less. Let's dodge the lava drop and that chomp rock. Push this one along further. But don't get too far ahead because this slugger's just going to hit it right back, and it'd be a shame if it pushed you off the edge like there. Very careful, this lava drop can hit you from standing. Equally careful with this spinning log. Here you actually... Let's see here. How many? They only give you one. Okay. So, if you happen to have more eggs, let's use this full, shall we? It's World 6. Anything's game. Fair game. Normally you'd have to move that chomp rock carefully off that platform. You grab the red coin without falling off with the chomp rock. But since we have some extra eggs, we can just peg it and not have to worry about it. Careful with this lava drop. Take the spring ball up here. Grab not just the red coin, but this backtrack for this flower. The 5th one, of course, which is a big deal. Here we have a careful. We have another red coin. Upward. Another spinning log that we can just ignore. We got ourselves a perfect 100 already. The level was shorter than I remember, actually. Maybe it's because I didn't die. That's a new one. I just went through a level with that without dying. I have to admit, I'm impressed with myself. 30, 25, 100! It never gets old. And we got ourselves a game of match cards, alright. More items the better, I always say. Uh-oh. Oh, this is awkward. I just autopiloted there and forgot that was a full. The magnifying glass is to the left. For self-respecting. Whatever I'm supposed to be. Screws up at match cards like that. Oh well. Unfortunately things don't get much better because guarding this final fortress is, you know, one of those things that's normally invincible. And this is Tap Tap the Red Nose's fort. Wonder if any of the other Tap Taps give him crap for that red nose. Man. So as we see, we have one of those pseudo 3D areas here. It's a bit of a recurring theme with this castle, the new graphical style. We can use this moving platform for a bank shot to... Ooh, careful. Let's give ourselves an opening and bank shot this the Boo and any of his followers. They have some lava bubbles jumping up from the abyss here. You can use them for 3 quick shots of fire as usual, though it's not as helpful as normal because the only other enemy in here is those Boos that you can't take out with fire and these Boo guys that you want to make eggs out of. Duck under the lava drop here for these red coins. Back upward, use these Boo guys for an ammo refill. You will want them. Careful. And here we have a pink platform, that's a bit new. I guess they had to take the regular flatbed ferry platforms and repurpose them to fit this graphical style. Another Boo. A backstab punch float thing from that Boo guy. Let's aim this just right again. No, this isn't aimed right. Let's take care of this. Looked back around just a little too early. There we go. That's more like it. Be very careful around these fire bars. Just as in Bigger Boo's fort, it's just as difficult as ever to know when that hitbox is active. Careful. Cover down to this blue platform. Grab a couple red coins. Go over the fire bar here, hoping that it doesn't hit us. Here we have some narrower moving pathway things. A couple more Boo guys. Here, take out your buddy. And upward. There we go. Whoa! Almost forgot about you. A piranha plant and some stars. And an egg. Here we have something a little interesting. A bit of a new tile set. Well, sort of some new tiles here. These box things. Rather unusual. You know what else is unusual? Something using them as camouflage. Hey buddy. There we go. Yeah, it turns out Salvo has a buddy. So, we're dealing with what Well, actually, it's not quite a boss fight because you saw Salvo still can't hurt you, and this one in particular does not give off lemon drops. They don't split off his body when you hit him. So it was once a boss fight, now it becomes a puzzle as we need to find a way to take him out without running out of eggs. There we go, we'll get a nice chain reaction going. Come on, come here, egg. There we go. Grab some stars while he dies. Turns out he was keeping a key for us, you know, to go with that locked door we just saw. Who'd have thought, right? Okay, here we have a middle ring, some tap-taps that are going to uselessly turn into stars for us here. Welcome to the main portion of the level, one I like to call Tap-Tap Palace. Bearing some design rather similar to Zelda 2, sort of. This area has a total of 5 different floors for you to explore and get lost in. And keep in mind as well, those pits you've been seeing, they don't drop you down a floor, they just kill you. We have a side section with some very bleak lighting, and some thorns that we need to take out to reach the corners behind. 4 of them, in fact. So let's head further upward. Let's find a warp pipe. Some of those Mousers will duck into the darkness very quickly, and you don't get much of a chance to meet them. And upward through this J-shaped pipe. This one has, interestingly enough, a cork in it. Suppose fans of the Game Boy Zelda games, you might consider that a lock block. Here we have another interesting puzzle. Wait for the tap-taps to move toward the wall, and quickly bank a shot up to where you can get the red coins. 4 more of them, in fact, yeah. Almost half the level's red coins in just those little 2 side sections. Want to refill your eggs however possible here, since you're using them so much for these side puzzles. Or fire bars, careful around them. This one's a little trickier. So what you need to do is use one of these tap-taps to take out as many of the other tap-taps as possible to free up a... Well, that was careless. To free up that path to hitting that flower. Good thing I had that, good thing I hit that one tap-tap with a red egg, right? So we can get back to 2 stars I stupidly lost. So we're up to floor 3 here. Pipe to the left. This one's more a matter of timing. There we go. So what's over to the right here, aside from some bottomless, some quote bottomless pits, because we were just down there. Easy does it. Couple more boo guys, a wing cloud, and that looks like a middle ring in the path onward. That is where that lock block pipe leads. So we clearly need a key. So that's all we've seen of the upper floors. It seems we'll have to go down. Down to floor B1, off to the right. This is what I like to call a bit of a restock room. Just some eggs. 3 coins there to break up the monotony. Those eggs will respawn every time you come back to this area. So it is very helpful for refilling your eggs. But actually, it's not the best of the rooms at doing those, as we'll see shortly. Very careful with these fire bars, and that mouser, and that one. As we go down here real fast, we'll reach a smaller B2. You'd think there were hidden wing clouds in these areas, but that one in particular doesn't. Nor does the one above the entrance. Here we'll find a full 6 eggs and a star cloud. So yeah, this is the one you want to go to if you need more eggs. Not that this area is particularly big, but it is possible to get lost in it. Every floor looks kind of the same, you know? Well, these 2 arrows seem to say, we gotta go in here, so let's go in here. Alright, we've seen this trick before. 6 eggs, no eggplant to refill them. We're gonna have to take this guy out before we run out. Now it's slime time! I'm so sorry. Okay, he just shook off after that first one, after the first hit. This isn't good. Let's give us some room to work with here. Okay, that's nice. There we go. So far, so good. Easy. Got him. Alright. Don't give me those sad eyes. You try to hurt me. Now you turn into a key. I am such a good person. So let's head back upward and to that lock block. Okay, we're good, we're good. Alright, easy. Upward to the first floor. Up to floor 2. And let's open that cork. There we go. Here's a middle ring for us, and the path onward if those 3 arrows weren't an indication. Alrighty. Here I have a section a little reminiscent of that one part of 2-4, complete with some undulating lava. It's cool, but don't touch it. Trust me. Let's dispose of this lava bubble. Keep this Ferris wheel moving along without burning our asses on the, well, don't get burnt. And so we've reached this point. We have all the red coins now, but we're still missing a flower. Here I have another one of those inexplicably not melting logs. Stand as far to the right as you can to make sure this moves at a steady pace. Not so far enough that you get close to the lava that's up, though. And so this passage lasts just long enough to make you wonder, did I miss that flower back there? Did I miss it somewhere? Am I going to go into this boss fight with 90 points and have to replay the whole damn level because I missed something like that? Well, after 13 of the coins, we meet a bonefish, also known in this game as a Jean de Filet. Ah, crap! Da 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 da. Well, this is awkward. And this is right after I went through all of 6-3 without dying. Okay, let's make sure that fishbone, Jean de Filet, what have you, won't do anything stupid this time. I don't know if this will work, but it's worth a shot. It worked! Well, we're not getting that coin, but more importantly, we got through here. Phew. With a perfect score, now all that's left is the boss. Don't get yourself confused, that does lead to the boss. Kinda wish the pipe was red, just so it, you know, it looked cool. Anyway, on guard! How did you... I never expected you to get this far! Now it's over! Your game ends here! Yeah, it turns out the, metaphors about ending someone's game started long before Super Paper Mario. Not that it'll help us here. Tap Tap the Red Nose is a lot more dangerous than he looks. Though he moves slowly, he jumps way too well for a living spike ball. As you can see, he gains like twice his usual speed when he's doing that, and he can even reach you up there. Keep him stunned whenever he's close. As you can see, just hitting him with an egg does absolutely nothing but stun him for a little bit. So, as you might have guessed, you see these platforms down here? Give this guy a wide berth, trust me. Yee. He can even get you one when you're standing up here. And he will not hesitate to. That's right, get back, get back. So what you need to do is slowly open up a path to this lava. There are a pair of invisible wing clouds here, believe it or not. It's mercy because this guy is really easy to get hit by. Just keep yourself safe. That's it, get back. Open up a path into the lava. Now the trick is to make sure he takes a dip before you take a dip yourself. Well, good thing those star clouds are there. Now I'm going to need both of them. Just great. Easy does it. Easy. Uh-oh. Oh, we got ourselves a race against time. Oh, this is stupid. Let's be fair. I wasn't going to get it. Way to commit suicide, Red Nose. Okay. For real this time. The nice people know how you fight already, so I don't have to spend any time letting you attack. Let's just dunk you into the lava and be done with it. I'm out of eggs. Easy. Alright, good thing there are 2 eggplants here. Easy. Let's open up a path. And take a dip! Oh, what a world! What a world! Again, admit, that's gotta be a real gruesome way to go. Slowly sinking, drowning in molten lava. Too heavy to get yourself out in time. Even if you're just a living hunk of metal, that's what a way to go. Ugh. But hey, 30, 25, 100. That means something, right? And now we're halfway through World 6. Baby Luigi is so close now, but next time on Let's Play Yoshi's Island, get ready, guys. Trust me,